Leo. Welcome to May 2014. Now, Saturn is requiring you to pull up your personal power in May. And yes, you have avoided a landslide in April. May is asking you to change and release what no longer serves you. Are you putting your time and energy into people and or situations that are not producing results? This will be made clear to you in May. The stronger your personal foundation, the more successful you can be in the world. You can make vital gains in the area of your goals, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your profession, your reputation in the world. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't. Okay, so Venus enters Aries on May 2nd, and Venus is a sister sign to, and Venus is in Aries, a sister sign to Leo, so this is very good for you. And this lights up the area that has to do with long distance travel, marketing and sales, promoting your business, promoting your book, your music, your work, and networking with people throughout the planet. It has to do with your beliefs. It has to do with your spirituality. So Venus in May is going to take her tour with the Grand Square. She's going to oppose Mars, and then she's going to square Pluto, and then she's going to conjunct Uranus. In Aries, she wants for you, Venus is asking you to live your life authentically, to live from your soul power, to live from who you really are. And so if you're not, it's going to show up. So in other words, relationships and work, if you're not receiving from them what you're putting in, Venus is going, when she conjuncts Uranus, which goes exact on the 15th, that can really empower you to change how you're doing this, to change what you're doing, to change your beliefs, to change your outlook, so that what you believed before, it isn't that it isn't true, but it's the place you're in now, your beliefs are evolving. Don't forget, Uranus is there in Aries, in harmonious energy flow with the Leos. Now, yes, all of the Leos have had to deal with Saturn, and that's not easy. I'm a Leo, I know. And so it's very challenging because the sun is your ruling planet. The sun is your life force. And Saturn restricts you. Saturn restricts your life force so that you can only focus on what you have to focus on. You don't have time or energy for other people's story or distractions or what they've got going on. You don't have the energy for it. So Saturn is focusing you in a way that you have the energy to do what you need to do. But that's not, that's it. So it's not sexy, it's not fun, it's Saturn. However, the reward is coming. When Saturn goes into Sagittarius, that's another sister sign to Leo, that's when you're going to see the rewards for all the hard work you're doing while Saturn is in Scorpio. It's not fun having Saturn in Scorpio because Scorpio rules the shadow side. Scorpio rules our cock-a-doo-doo. And Saturn just keeps poking at it, going, oh, Leo, look at this. Oh, look at the shit you got going on over here. Well, look at the shit you got going on with this person, And so, it's flying in every direction, right? And so you want to take charge and clean that up. Like, okay, I'm not going to give my power away to this person. Just because I'm strong and my ruling planet is the sun and I have a lot of light, that doesn't mean I can carry people on my back. Everybody has to carry themselves. Everyone has to pull their own weight. And Saturn is showing that to you. You don't have the energy to be codependent with other people. You just don't have it. And what does that do? It empowers you to be authentic. It empowers you to be who you truly are. So sometimes not getting what we want is actually a blessing in disguise. Now, the sun forms a nice sextile to Jupiter on May 6th. So, May 6th, mark your calendar. Something very nice could happen for you that day. Mercury enters Gemini on May 7th. Gemini is a wonderful area of your life. Gemini is 11 signs from you. Gemini is an air sign. You're a fire sign. Air feeds the fire, fire feeds the air. So you gain a lot when the sun goes into Gemini, when planets go into Gemini. And Gemini rules the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for. So when Mercury goes in there and then the sun and the moon are going in there, that increases your money. And this is a very good thing. So you have a lot to look forward to in May. Now, Venus is working with you. Mercury is working with you. The sun will oppose Saturn on May 10th. And we have the Scorpio full moon on May 14th. So May 10th through, I'd say till about the 20th, that 10 days in there is going to be a time where you're really looking at what you're doing. Okay? So Saturn is in the area of your soul power, growing your soul, your personal soul, your personal power. It has to do with your home, your inner being, your outer home where you live. When the sun opposes Saturn, it's going to show you your limitations. Okay? So Taurus rules what you do in the world. Taurus rules your reputation in the world, your profession in the world, your destiny in the world. So the sun is up there, nice and bright, and you're focused on your career, you're focused on your goals, and that's wonderful. Then Saturn comes along and opposes that sun and says, wait a minute, I'm limiting you. I'm restricting you. Now, limitations can become your ally when you respect them. So in other words, you don't have endless energy. You can't be everybody's leader and best friend. You can't fix, save, and rescue others. They have to save themselves. That's what Saturn is showing you. Saturn is showing you, look, you've got this much energy, and you've got this job to do. What are you going to do with that energy? Go do your job, right? So it's not a fun time. It's not a time where you feel like, woo, life's a party. It's Saturn. But what Saturn is doing is empowering you. And these planets only take what's obsolete. They're not going to take what you need for your soul evolution. Saturn is showing you if you're investing your time, energy, and money into people that are not paying off for you, what are you doing? Or into projects or into jobs that are not happening. You're looking over here when you need to be looking over here. So Saturn is saying, change your course of action. Change how you go about it. And focus on your responsibility, your task at hand, and let others pick up the slack. And when you do that, you are empowered and you're in better shape with those in authority that could hire you or hire you for business, that could hire you, whether you work for yourself or you work for others. And so you want to use Saturn as your ally, as your teacher, and allow Saturn to groom you into the empowered leader you've come to be. Venus will oppose Mars on May 11th, and then square Pluto on May 14th, and then conjunct Uranus on May 15th. So you've got the Saturn going on here with the Sun and the Scorpio full moon on May 14th. Scorpio rules your foundation. Scorpio rules your home, your family, and Saturn is there. Now, it's not exact. There is a 4-degree separation between the moon and Saturn and the sun and Saturn. So it's not dead on, but it's there. And so, Saturn is reminding you that, pull up your personal power, own your power. The stronger you are on the inside, the more successful you'll be in the world. You want a big career, you want to be rich and famous, you want to achieve this or that, great. Build your foundation. Strengthen that foundation. Stop wasting your time in things or people or activities that are not serving you. They're just distractions. They're not part of your life path destiny. They're not part of your objectives and goals. So what are you doing there? Okay, don't sit there and go, oh, well, I'm hanging out with this person, but I really want a new job. Well, if you really want a new job, make yourself attractive to those who could hire you. Make yourself attractive to those that would bring you in, and don't waste your time hanging out with people that aren't going to get you there. That's what Saturn's saying. I'm channeling Saturn. Okay, so full moon is on, and then Venus is, reminding you to perhaps make more changes in how you work or where you work or who you work with, and pay attention to the politics going on in there, the nasties, the human shadow. We all have a shadow sign. Scorpio likes to point that out. And that's okay, because we're human beings. And as long as you're in a human being body, you got a shadow side. Honor it, own it. The more you own it, the more energy you'll have. The more you disown it or deny it or project it onto others, the more it will be revealed back to you or reflected back to you through others. And that's not power. So we want to, embrace our shadow side, incorporate our shadow side into who we are, into what we're doing. And then we have more power and energy and are more effective. So for you, it has to do with how you're working, how you're taking care of yourself, your beliefs, what you're doing to market your business or your services, or how you're promoting yourself in the world, and what changes can you make in this area so that you are more effective on the job, with your health, and with promoting yourself. Now, Mars goes direct on May 19th, and this is awesome, because Mars is the planet of action, desire, energy, your drive in life, your get up and go. And that planet's been in reverse since March 1st, and really we've been in the shadow period all year. Now Mars is going direct. And for you, this can really open things up for you. It can open up new jobs, new opportunities, and it can bring in, like, your brain just can be like, all of a sudden you have this tremendous insight, like, oh, I didn't think about calling this person. Oh, I didn't think about that company. I didn't know they were hiring. And you jump in the car and you go and you're like there at the right place at the right time, and bam, they pick you, they hire you. And so Mars going direct, and it's in Libra, which is very harmonious for Leo, because Libra sextiles Leo. The air feeds the fire and the fire feeds the air, just like Gemini. So you got this Libra-Gemini thing going on into the Leo. So this is really good. By the third week in May, you're going to start to really feel the payoff of all the hard work you've been doing, Leo. I know you've been working hard. Saturn's not an easy teacher, but when you learn it with Saturn, you never have to learn it again. You're nobody's fool. And the reward comes in through the other planets, like Mars and Uranus. Now, don't forget, Uranus is in Aries. That's a sister sign. And it is in harmony with all of the Leo planets, the Leo Sun, the Leo Moon, anything you have in Leo. And especially those planets that are anywhere between 10 and 18 degrees, or even 20 degrees, because you could feel these aspects 5 degrees in advance, because you are spiritual and you're very much aware of the energy, and so you pick it up. And Uranus, is showing up in your solar return charts, your lunar return charts, your Venus return charts. And it's there, and it's working for you, and it's opening things up. So let Saturn teach you, because the more Saturn teaches you, the more Uranus can take you where you want to go. Uranus can take you to the top. Uranus can promote you all over the planet. Uranus can open doors wide, and Venus is there too, helping. And Mars going direct is very beneficial for you, because now Mars has got the energy and the drive to make things happen, and Uranus is making things happen, and Venus is making things happen for you. And then the Sun enters Gemini on May 20th. So now you've got sextiles coming from, you've got a sextile coming from Mars, and you've got sextiles coming from Gemini into the Leo. And so this is about promoting you. This is about promoting your work in the world. This is about you like having sudden opportunities drop in your lap. This is about money increase. This is about a goal coming to fruition, a dream coming to fruition. It's very positive. It pours positive energy into the Leo. And then we have the Gemini new moon on May 28th. Now, this is a wonderful moon in the area of your hopes and wishes, your goals, your networking, your friends. This is a good time for you to get out and network with others and let them know you're here. Hey, I'm here. Here's my product. Here's my service. Here's what I can do to help you. And use this energy to set your intention for what you want to create in 2014. Now, Mars is in harmonious energy flow with this new moon. So this can bring new opportunity to you through social media, through networking, through short distance travel, through long distance travel, because you've got Uranus and Venus in the area of long distance travel. So for you, it's pouring all this positive energy into you. And this is really an opportune time for you to get your message out, to get your work out, to promote your products and services, to promote yourself, to promote what you want in the world, to network and join up with like-minded people. Very positive, very uplifting. Now the challenge is Neptune is exactly squaring the new moon in Gemini. The new moon in Gemini is at 7 degrees 21 minutes. Sun and the moon coupled in Gemini, 7 degrees 21 minutes. Neptune is at 7 degrees 31 minutes, direct. So for you, Neptune is coming from the area of money shared. And you want to be careful. Don't go by what anyone promises you. Go by behavior. Go by truth. Go by what's real. Don't just share resources with others. Don't just give people money. Really find out who this person is or this group is, because it could be a group of people too, because this is the new moon in the house of your groups, the friends and the groups you belong to. So like this new group could come in and they're like, yeah, you know, and it's good and it's great and you're having fun and you really like them and everything seems great on the surface, right? But Neptune's involved, and Neptune can bring dishonest people. Neptune can bring the thieves and people that, you know, and I love when they cloak themselves in spirituality, like, I'm so spiritual, you know. They can be the most dangerous, because at least, you know, you know, the guy on the street who's just being himself, you can tell, okay, you know, this guy I'm not going to give my money to. But when people are all cloaked in the, I love the goddess and I love Gaia and I'm just love and love and love, you know, you can get deceived by it. You know, wolf in sheep's clothing. Beware of the wolves in sheep's clothing. Now, you know, this is going down on the new moon, May 28th. So, you know, by the end of May, first part of June, you know, just pay attention to who you're investing with. Pay attention to what you're investing in. Make sure that it's real, because Neptune square the sun and the moon can bring fantasy. It can bring, you know, like the Seven of Cups in the Tarot, where everything's in the clouds. You know, it's not real. It's dream time. It's great for dreaming and creativity and spirituality and making music and making love and making using your creative power to connect to source, to connect to your higher self. It's terrible for making day-to-day plans or relationships. Projecting onto others is what happens a lot of the time with Neptune, where people think, oh, this is the love of my life, this is my true love, and come to find out they're not at all who you thought they were. And that always leads to disappointment. So pay attention to what you're investing in, who you're signing up with, and make sure that they follow through with you. If the behavior matches the promises, they're sincere. If they promise you, I'll be here at 5, and they're not, that's who they are. You want to go with who they are, not with what they're promising. That way you don't get disappointed. That way you are as wise as the serpent, harmless as the dove. But sometimes with Neptune, we have to be as wise as the serpent mind, the criminal mind, so that we are not fooled by the sweet words of seduction. Oh, you're so wonderful, you're the best, you know. And that way you are using this energy to achieve your goals and your objectives. It's there for you. Mars is empowering you. Uranus is empowering you, and Uranus is the wake up. You know, Neptune is the wine. Neptune rules drugs and alcohol. It rules the movie industry, the music industry. It rules fantasy. And that's what it's for. It's for creating a dream. It's for creating, something. But it's terrible in personal relationships when we're raising people up on a pedestal and putting the rose-colored glasses on and not seeing the truth, not seeing what's really going on. That's when we get disappointed. Jupiter's working for you, but it's behind the scenes. And Saturn is grooming you. Saturn is teaching you. Saturn is helping you to build your foundation. It's a very important time to have Saturn in this area of your life. She won't be back again for another 30 years in this area. And the stronger you are, the more successful you are going to be over these next 30 years. This is a really important time to build a strong foundation. Align with your core values. When you line up with your core values, your true values, you live an authentic life. You live an empowered life. And I'm giving you the True Values program and list, for you to figure out what your number one value is. And then whatever that is, you want to line up with it. So May is a strong month for you. You are building your foundation. You are releasing what no longer serves you. It's time to pull up your personal power. It's time to, really look at where you're putting your energy, where you're investing yourself, and what you are getting back from that. And if it's not paying off, it's okay to change it. It's okay to leave it behind and move forward. It's a good month for career. It's a good month for promotion. It's a good month for opportunities coming in for you. Money looks good. Venus goes into Taurus at the end of the month. She ends May, entering Taurus on May 28th. And that could bring in a new promotion for you, new career recognition, some sort of recognition for what you do in the world, your achievement in the world. So that you see, so Leo, so the energy for you is out there for you to be successful in the world and to achieve your goals. And that's why it's really important not to waste your precious energy on activities or situations that are no longer serving you. They're really just distractions from what you need to be focusing on. You focus on what's working for you. You focus on what you want. That's what you're going to create. You're a powerful creator. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast, Leo. You're so awesome. Thank you for Google Plussing them. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology or your solar return chart, it's very easy. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Leo, keep looking up.